wieners. Today I am presenting you a presentation off of my laptop. Except, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, because why would I do that? Also, I just got a perm. This is my...
If 2 plus 2 is 4, right? And 5 plus 5 is 10, okay. What the fuck is this?
sixth perm. This is my sixth perm. Okay. So today, we are doing the Cry Counter 2023 Wrapped. I keep a cry counter. Actually, crap, I need to update this first. Because I, surprise, cried today. This is being filmed on December 27th. If I cry anymore, I will update. Because this will be posted on December 31st. And it is guaranteed that I will cry on January 1st. I will cry during the countdown. It's a given. So I did some calculating. And I did not do like an average of how often I cried per week because that's too much. Or how much time I would have spent crying because I didn't like count the time. Cry Counter 2023. You're in for a wild ride. I cried 146 times this year. I cried for a lot of different reasons. We're gonna get into the reasons. But, I thought it was really prominently about TV shows and movies. I cry a lot about media as a whole. I had to split the media into two categories. There used to be in smaller categories because I'm gonna pull up a little chart. I made a little chart. But, so, I cried a lot about, I remember I cried about Taylor Swift. I cried at the Barbie movie, obviously, because you gotta cry at the Barbie movie. I'm trying to think of when else I cried. I cried today because my friend posted me to the TikTok trend where it's like, me without curls, me with curls, because I'm curls. Hi, I'm curls. Nice to meet you. Yeah. But I spent a lot of time crying. Let's get into the months. Okay, so I cried 9 times in January, 10 times in February, 5 times in March, 16 times in April, 7 times in May, and 11 times in June. Happy Pride Month. I know in January I cried because my friends got engaged, which I thought was really cool. And also the Elvis movie, and I yawned too hard. In February, I hate to drop some heavy weight on this, but my grandpa died, which sucked. My grandpa died in February, and I cried a lot. I also probably yawned. I know in March, one of them was because I yawned. April, the most I cried during that month, I'm pretty sure it was the day after my birthday, because I was ill. My friends were being sent home from the sleepover, like, not because I was ill, but because they were being told to be picked up, because my parents were just like, leave. I was sneezing. It was 4 a.m. I was sneezing, and there were tears pooling. I will pull up a picture. Like, tears were pooling. I looked disgusting. Like, it looked disease-ridden. May? I don't know why I cried in May. At all. June, I guess I cried over the gays, because happy gay month, because you gay and stuff.
Happy gay month, because you know you gay and stuff.
In July, I cried 17 times. In August, I cried 8 times. In September, I cried 13 times. I cried 11 times in October, 19 times in November, and our record high, 20 times in December. That is, if that is over the entirety of the month, or that goes up to the 26th. Today is the 27th, so I have spent only 7 days out of this month not crying, which is actually a lot, because I cry multiple times a day sometimes. an outburst. And what I think is really funny is because I'm a woman, sometimes one thing won't hit me, and then it'll just like a while later be, and I'm like, oh no. July, I rewatched Friends for the second time now. I do that a lot. Also, I was really sad about Grimace's birthday. People kept making fun of Grimace, and it really hurt my feelings. Aww. And also, I kept getting sad dog comics. That was not acceptable for me. August, I think that's when I watched the Barbie movie. Because I was late to see it. I went to one of the last showings at my local theater. But I vibed with it. I thought it was great. And I cried with my sister. And 13 times in September, I couldn't tell you why. 11 times in October. Oh, wait. September is when I started watching Good Omens. We'll get into that. I counted. I forgot how many, but I'm pretty sure I cried 14 times over Good Omens because it left that much of an impact on me. Yeah. It's bad. It's bad. And most of the time it's not because I'm watching the show, it's because of edits that people make. People need to stop. No, because I love me a good edit. A good edit is so good. I love a good edit. I love a good, I'm breaking dishes out your man all night. I love a good that. I love a good that. I love a good, it's a new dawn, it's a new day. But do you know what we can't have? We can't have Our Love Is God from Heathers. We can't have, Two Birds on a Wire. You can't, Amazon Prime needs to stop posting the finale of the show to their TikTok account. Because it's pissing me off. Anyway. And then October and November was Our Flag Means Death, which, if I'm gonna be for real, season 2, nothing compared to season 1. But anytime Izzy was on screen, I cried, basically, because Izzy's amazing in season 2. He had this whole redemption that was so great in. But yeah. This is when the seasonal depression started to kick in. Yes. And then 20 times in December. I cried a lot, and I don't know why. If I'm being so for real, I look at what I cried about, and I'm like, okay, but actually, yesterday, I did watch the Ghost BBC finale, and I cried so hard. I'm actually gonna, I'll pause and speak and let me crying yesterday talk in vertical frame.
I don't even know what to say. I don't even...
That hurt. That hurt.
Okay, now that that's over, now that she's gone, let's, see what else. Yes, okay. Next slide. Reasons why. I cried 32 times over TV shows, 34 times over songs, and 26 times over men. So when I say men, I don't mean real people. I don't mean real men. I mean anytime a man has been part of the reason why I've cried. This is excluding the Good Omens and Our Flag Means Death stuff because they're gay and so they're girly pop. I'm kidding. That's a joke. That's a joke. I swear. So it's like when I see a good edit and I cry to the edit because the edit was so good. You know when an edit is so good that you start bawling uncontrollably? Also, it happens when I see people who are like in love and being cute and lovey-dovey is I get really upset because I am so lonely. Someone, hey, I'm single. I made a video of me after I cried about that too, where I was like, here is your application to date me. It was 3 a.m. Get me off of Beyonce's internet, I swear. Okay, let's get into the highlights of the highlight reel of me crying. July 1st. On July 1st, I cried 8 times before 12 o'clock. I finished Friends for the second time within a 7-month time period on this day. This was also the time when people were being, or when people started to feel bad for making fun of Grimace's birthday. And so there was all the videos of him being like, they don't like me. And I was like, I related so hard. Grimace did not deserve anything. He's Grimace. He might have stolen burgers or milkshakes or dreams or whatever, and he might be made of milkshake, but he did not deserve. He didn't deserve what people did to him and how they made him feel. Okay. All the TV shows I watched. So this year was terrible for TV. Our Flag Means Death ended. And it ended in a very hurtful way, may I add, if you're familiar with the ending. If you're not familiar with the ending, skip ahead a minute. But like Steve and Ed, they just like don't become pirates anymore, which is like Ed didn't want to be a pirate, which is like cool, but then he wasn't a pirate for a minute and it was like he didn't like it. But then Steve's like, I still want to be a pirate. And he's just like, not. And it's like, are they going to end up like that couple that we saw earlier? Is it foreshadowing? And is there going to be no season 3? I'm assuming there's no season 3. And also, is he? No. Okay. That was that. I tried to get that out really quick so that when people are skipping ahead, it would not be an issue. Okay. All the TV shows I watched, Our Flag Means Death, obviously ending, really sad. Good Omens season 2. Damn. Skip ahead another minute. If you don't want Good Omens spoiled either, skip ahead. There is so much detail in that final 15 minutes that it's insane, and I will do a full analysis over it. Do you know what? That's my next project. Ghost BBC ended after 5 seasons and a Christmas special. That is technically part of season 5, but that's besides the point. So my friend, they got our friend of a friend. I'm not really friends with them. I don't talk to them. My friend talks to them, but I know them and we're mutuals on TikTok. She went to a meet and greet of the cast of Ghosts, which consists of Matthew Bainton and Jim Howrick. So those are the 2 people who wrote the finale, mainly. They mainly wrote the finale of Ghost BBC. And it had already been written at this meet and greets time. And they sent a video to my friend. Like, my friend snuck a videotape, like, the camera, to be like, can you say hi to my friend? Which is my other friend. And Jim and Matt, because it was just supposed to be Matt, but Jim said our talk too. And they were both like, hello, howdy. They said howdy because we're from Texas and they're British, so... And don't tell my heart, my achy breaky heart, I just don't think he'd understand. But Ghost BBC ending, and the way they ended it, hurt me so much. Skip ahead another minute. They straight up. So I thought it was gonna end like Allison has her baby and they have Christmas and it's happy, great time. And they're gonna have Christmas together and it's gonna be bittersweet. No, they didn't do that at all. So what they did do was, they made them move out because they were like, we're family and you don't need to live with your family because we could be a little much. And I went, it's downright hurtful what they did. And I can't feel anything but attacked because it hurt me so deep to my core. It's like, I don't even know. But I was not, I was satisfied with the ending. Like, I was like, oh, this is resolved. But also, Jim and Matt are fake for being like, oh, this is so great, this is so fun, howdy, howdy. And then make that ending and write that. That was downright disrespectful. Anyway, of course, I rewatched Friends, which I don't know why I cry every time I watch Friends at the same thing. I have cried about Friends about the same thing every time I've watched the show. The only difference is I think this time I didn't cry during the lesbian wedding. And I think that's just because I was in a less vulnerable state. Anyway, this is the last highlight. Being a woman. 2023 was the year of the femcel. Everything was girl. The Barbie movie, Fiona Apple, Girl Dinner, Taylor Swift, being a woman. Also, Bose and Lana Del Rey. Did you know there's a tunnel under Ocean Boulevard? We beat the plight of women to death and I ate it all up. I literally cried over being a woman so much. I listened to Fiona Apple. I'm pretty sure I cried about that. I think I cried to Paper Bag, if I'm being honest. I cried to Taylor Swift a lot. I cried to Would've, Could've, Should've, and Timeless, and Never Grow Up. And when she did the Fearless Heart, I don't know why that makes me upset, but it's like, it's just so happy for me to see her, and she's just like, and then everyone's like, and it's like, years later, it's like a full circle moment to me, and then I rewatched the announcement of Speak Now Taylor's version, and I also cried, because it's immaculate. Okay, and here's my 2024 bingo prediction sheet. What will make me cry? If you can't tell, I already cry about men and TV shows and media a lot. So, a new white boy on my roster. The Hozier concert I'm going to in April. Taylor Swift's next drop. Good Omens. A celebrity death. A good book. An edit of One of My Men. Coughing. Math. Rewatching Friends for the third time. My senior besties graduating. The plight of womanhood. No reason at all. Pooping. One of My Men gets married. Rewatching the Barbie movie, which I'm about to do on HBO Max. My birthday. School. Another Beatle either gets sick or dies. If Paul McCartney or Ringo Starr dies or gets sick, I am going to sob violently. I love the Beatles. Yawning. I feel like very Ben Shapiro on this. Anyway, the Junior Theater Festival that I'm going to the second week of January, and that I'm also performing in. The Seasonal Depression. Rewatching Good Omens, Our Flag Means Death, or Ghost BBC. Closing night of a performance that I'll be in. And getting a boo-boo. It was such a wonderful year, you guys. I hope to see y'all here next year when I cry some more. Now I'm going to go text my friend back who was texting me when I was doing this presentation. And I'm going to hope y'all all have a nice day. Love y'all all so much.
What was I say? I'm treating this like an apology video. It was like so great because he saw how great Archangel Gabriel. Support your boyfriend's goals! They don't like him. He reminds me of like the person who was Winston Churchill on the ground. But we need to go or the second's coming. Point of ours, another was to stop Armageddon. That's what they did. They stopped Armageddon because they love each other. I can't wait that long. I need my tweets. I need my tweets. I started also, that whole Beelzebub Gabriel thing was so uncalled for, but it was kind of the vibe, and I wish that. Also, how does God tell a friend doesn't know because that's stupid. I just spat it here. Anyway, it's stupid. I hate it. It's stupid. I'm gonna have to go to bed now. Love you.